Hi there. Today I'm going to be talking about using weekly and monthly trends to forecast how much to spend on your ads. So as an e-commerce seller, it can be difficult to get customers to use your brand, and a solution to that is running PPC ads, or otherwise known as pay-per-click ads. The drawback, however, of running ads is that sometimes the advertising cost can be a majority, if not all, of the product cost. So as an example, the terminology, the ACoS, or advertising cost of sales, which decreases your profit margin, and it can be as high as 100% of your product cost. This can be really devastating. The higher your ACoS, the higher ratio of ad cost to sales revenue. The lower your ACoS, however, the lower your ratio of ad cost to sales revenue. Ideally, you want as high a sales revenue figure as possible with as low of an ACoS as possible. So you can see how running ads can be a very costly method. What we do at AiHello is figure out when the best time to set up ads according to sales trends are. Depending on if the trend is low, your ad cost should be low to accommodate the trend, and on a high trend day, increase your PPC spending to generate more advertising and in turn more sales. As an example, based on the trend, if you have high sales on this day and low sales on, let's say, the day after, which is right here, let's say July, I think that's July 18th. So on a high sales day, you have July 16th, which is spiking well above 2,243, and on a low day, you have for this business is 275 for July 17th, which is the day after. You can see that you wouldn't want to change the overall budget, but change only the pay-per-click budget. Now, using this sales forecast, you can gauge your PPC spending with a lower forecast recommending a lower PPC spending and a higher forecast recommending a higher PPC spending. Now, using this information, you will now know when your sales are about to rise or dip, helping you save costs that would otherwise go towards PPC spending. AiHello provides you with both weekly trends and monthly trends to help you understand when and how much to spend on PPC ads. If you want to update or isolate any set of data, you can view the weekly and monthly trends and then compare, so right here, weekly and monthly trends, and then you can compare it to the overall trend, which is right here under unit sales. You can see the actual versus forecast, and you can see it span the course of multiple months. Like this goes from June to August, whereas the monthly is just the 1 month, and weekly it goes well in cycles for weekly. Now, focusing on the weekly trend graph, you can see which days your product has higher or lower sales, so you're not blindly suspending ad costs on a Monday and changing it for a Wednesday. Now, looking at this data over a few months, any irregularities can be pinpointed, such as a promotional event, for example, Amazon's Prime Day, which has spikes its sales for Amazon users. So it will be very different from, let's say, a Monday to a Friday, because you might have an unexpected promotional event that you decide the night before for a Wednesday night, but you never accounted for that the week before. So you'll have an irregularity here and there. So you can see, judging by the forecast, engaging it, you can restock for your own events that you might decide. And if you go on a whim and have a promotional event, then you might want to restock more for that. But from this weekly and monthly graph, you can see the trends that are happening, so then you'll be prepared and well prepared for the future weeks. So then you can see that, oh, my sales are generally higher on a Thursday, for example, then I would want to stock the previous day more. So I would stock more items on a Wednesday night than I would on, let's say, a Monday night if it were quiet. And so I would be ready for the next day if the sales were coming in on a Thursday. So you can know and you can see the trends for your company, so you can understand your company's analytics and be prepared for any events, so then you can make more sales and maximize your revenue that you make for each item. And you can select the range date here. You can see here this goes from July 19th to July 29th, 2019. But let's say if we wanted to go back to June, we can select, let's say, June 1st all the way to June 30th, or let's say June 1st to June 30th, and you can see the trends are here as well. It goes up and down, but You can see from, let's say, July 1st to July 11th, you can see there's a big spike there. So I hope this was helpful, and using AiHello, you can forecast your revenue a lot better and understand which days of the week and weeks of the month you generate the most revenue, and then you can stock and replenish your inventory accordingly. So if you want to get started, visit www.aihello.com.